Hello and welcome back. This is Gamer 2.0. Today we're going to be continuing on with Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. So last time when we left off, hit the batting cages. I kind of failed at doing that. I just haven't played that specific minigame for a while. Um, and now we're going to kind of continue on trying to do some stuff on the bucket list and also the Cabaret Club. But we do still have some of the places like around here that I need to check up just to kind of help increase Kiryu's fighting capabilities. Huh? Never thought there'd be a vintage movie theater here. Wait, I recognize this. Our Winter Sonata, starring Jin. That's the Korean movie star I met in Kamurocho. It's been ages. We did all sorts of things together, running from his fans, showing him movies. I heard he left the limelight for some time, but it looks like he made a comeback. Good for you, Eljin. Here's hoping you stay successful. Alright, let's see what else we got around here. Because I'm also trying to kind of hit up the conversations as well. Just because doing that's going to increase the bond and make it a little bit easier for me to do some bonus damage whenever it comes to being in a fight. I just want to run around and pick all this stuff up now. Yeah. So next one is just going to be down here on the right. It's also because I have to get to certain levels of bond with my characters in order just to get them to be able to do certain jobs. It's one big drugstore. Should I stock up? There's never an end to the fighting, so I always end up in a drugstore one way or another. Nothing beats stamina, Tarnier, and toughness. The perfect trifecta to get you through the brawl. Whenever there's a tough battle ahead, you gotta line your pockets with these guys. But the names are so confusing. Because of that, I always get them mixed up. That's my only complaint, though. Whoever's in charge of marketing these things, I expect to see some improvements. Alright, so that's that one done. So just at the end of the road here. There we go. I did switch out Namba's equipment so that whenever he wins a fight he actually regains some of his MP. So I can be a little bit more freely using of his MP. Well. Kendako Highball Tavern. Home to some of the tastiest takoyaki in town. Like, the business is good. Looks like the business is good. Every time I think of octopus, the first thing that comes to mind is Onomichi. By pure chance, I somehow ended up helping out the locals with spearfishing. Wound up having to fight sharks and other huge sea creatures too. Sounds like something out of a dream, but I swear it did happen. Huh. Probably the last time I go spearfishing, at least for a while. Alright. Where to next? I guess I could just run up and grab these two. Although I am kind of wondering what other characters I'll end up picking up playing this side. Because we haven't heard anything from Sacha for a while. Not until, since what, chapter 1? The Sasaki building, and inside is the Sasaki ENT clinic. Sasaki sounds familiar. The name Sasaki sticks with me for some reason. Maybe because of the weird dreams I can't forget. I don't know why, but in this dream, I was Miyamoto Musashi. And I lived under an alias, working for the merchants in the red light districts of that time, even though I was Miyamoto Musashi. I still had to duel against Sasaki Kojiro, and won. At least the dream was somewhat historically accurate in that legend. Just when I thought it was over, I had to fight off these guys in demon mask right after. Dreams sure are weird, but it all felt so vivid. The emotions still linger in my mind. Perhaps this is the memory of a past life? Huh, yeah, right. That'd be ridiculous. Alright, we have nothing right over here. It's so different from Kamurocho here. Yokohama is a bustling town in its own right, but it doesn't have the same glitz and glamour as Kamurocho. Come to think of it, the Snakeflower Triad also had a hideout here. I lived here with Haruka before we moved to Okinawa too. Even though it's been a while since I last visited, this place is amazing as I remember. But it still can't measure up to Kamurocho. Huh. Alright. Let's see here what's next. So, looks like this whole small area here has all been taken care of. So we can kind of run up here and just like run around these areas, although I'm not sure like how much more difficult the enemy fights will be. But, yeah, we can walk across the street and do that real quick. Yeah, so these guys are purple here. Alright, so while we start that conversation, I guess I can head down to this one here.
その日、腕を怪我していないか？血が出てるぞ。
本当だ。どこかに引っ掛けたか。まあ、この程度放っておいても。
いや、細菌が入ったり、後になるかもしれん。手当てした方がいいだろう。ちょっと見せてくれ。
大丈夫だ。応急セットは持ってるから自分でやるよ。おせっかいなんだな、桐生さん。
かもな。その日は周りにはよく気を配るが、自分を後回しにしがちだからな。リーダーとしては立派だが、もう少し自分のこともいたわるといい。
あなたがそれを言うのか。ありがとう。
いい感じだ。
Alright. And with that, let's go ahead. Get this combo going.
餃子が売っているね。いい匂いだ。
食べていくか。
いや、今はいい。 それに餃子は自分で包むのが好きでな。いろいろ考え事をしながら肉種を皮に乗せて包むんだ。そうすると思考が整理されて考えもまとまる。
ほう、なるほどな。
まあ組織や予算など悩みが多いと大量の餃子が出来上がるわけだが、
コミジュルが餃子祭りになるときは孫妃が悩んだ後ってわけか。よし。
Come back here, swing back around there, and then we can go and get the park area here. But I do need to try to make sure that I am avoiding a bunch of these fights. Yeah, definitely can't handle purple guy. So I'm gonna have to save that one for later until we get some higher levels going on. So with that, yeah, just come up here and make a left at the end of the road.
孫妃はよくゲームセンターに行ったりするのか？
普段はそこまでではないが、先日別の店に行ったぞ。クレーンゲームで欲しい景品を見つけてしまってな。
おお、その景品は取れたのか？
ダメだった。5000円を使ったんだが。
結構粘ったな。それなら店員に調整してもらえば。
ああ、申し出てくれたが断った。負けた気がして悔しいからな。
妙なところで強情だな。それなら今度コツを教えてやろう。クレーンゲームは少し得意なんだ。
それは頼もしい。では今度こそ取れるかもな。あのウサギの。ああ、いや、なんでもない。次は確実に仕留める。
気合入ってんな。いい感じだ。
Alright. Just immediately go into this conversation
こ
here.
この花壇はいつ見ても綺麗に咲いているな。
そうだな。孫妃は好きな花とかあるのか？
そうだな。私は白爪草が好きなんだ。どこにでもある花だがな。たくさんあるが、よく見ると一つ一つ違って咲くんだ。花屋に並ぶような花ではないが、見ていて飽きない。それにあの丸い花もなんだか可愛らしいしな。なんて花の話をするなんて私の柄じゃないか。
そんなことねえよ。ありふれた花でも一輪ごとに違いを見て魅力だと言える。俺は孫妃らしいと思ったぜ。
褒め言葉と受け取っておこう。
よし。
Alright, slowly getting up there. Now this is quite the stage. I bet they used to put on shows. With this much space, I wonder if it's possible to build a ring here. Just imagining a ring still gets my blood pumping after all. I am the one, the only dragon mask. Of course, I only started wrestling for Taichi's sake. But after a strange turn of events, I actually fought in the ring while I was in Fukuoka against a real wrestler. That was a long time ago. At this rate, Dragon Mask will fade into obscurity. In that case, I'd like to wrestle one last time. It'll be the retirement match of the decade.
そういえば
And if possible, I'd like to be against Taichi. Now that he's all grown up, give him something to remember me by. Alright, then we've got a conversation up here.
この辺は草木。
Alright, so then I can just come back around and I guess come down by the dock down here and just kind of grab this stuff as I move down the line. Yeah, this one I'll have to wait until I get a little bit higher level so that I don't have a bunch of purple dudes to worry about. I can just take on the regular style. Make our way back down. Across the bridge, back up. Grabbing all of this stuff here. And then we should be good to continue on.
が多くて気持ちが安らぐな。コミジュルにももっと緑を増やしてもいいのかもしれん。
まあ今はかなり殺風景だからな。
夜からにはプランターで野菜を育てたりとか、何かしら収穫できるものを植えたら面白いかもな。
案外ハマって、そのうち畑とか作り出すんじゃねえか。
気づいたら森になってるかもな。
そういう未来も悪くねえかもな。いい感じだ。
Alright, never mind. We got the purple kings over there, so I can't really grab that one.
釣り人が結構いるな。
釣りといえば、半純義ともたまに釣りをするんだ。
おう、海にでも出るのか。
いや、ただの釣り堀だよ。あいつ普段は割とおとなしいんだが、釣り堀だと妙に饒舌になってな。糸を垂らして普段しないような話をいろいろする。いつも全然釣れないんだがな。それ以上の収穫があるのさ。
釣り堀は言葉を交わしやすくなる空間なのかもしれねえな。
桐生さんもどうだ？釣り堀で一緒に釣り糸を垂らさないか？
言ったらあることないことを話しちまいそうだ。
それが狙いだからな。
よし。
Got another one right here.
相変わらずここから見える観覧車は綺麗だな。
孫妃は観覧車が好きなのか？
まあな。と言っても乗るのでなく眺めるのが好きなんだ。輝いて回るゴンドラは見ていて飽きない。ああ、メリーゴーランドを見るのも好きだな。
孫妃と遊園地に行ったら回ってばっかりになりそうだな。いや、別に乗りはしないのか。
桐生さんと遊園地。まあ、たまには回る側になるのもいいかもしれん。観覧車、メリーゴーランド、コーヒーカップ。
そりゃまた目が回りそうだ。いい感じだ。よ
Alright.
くわかって
Double
きた。
bingo. Alright. Good number of bond level ups there. What a gorgeous view. Every time I look out at the sea, memories of Okinawa keep flooding back into my mind. I think that's what the old like because that's not from the Kiwami games. That is that looks like possibly a remake. I'm not sure what title that's from because I have like I bought the whole package of like all of the Yakuza games, just because I enjoyed Yakuza 0, Kiwami 1, and Kiwami 2 so much, so I just bought all of them. I didn't actually go through and play all of them. Because I've done 0, 1, and 2, Like a Dragon, and then Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, which we're currently playing. I haven't done 3, 4, 5, or 6. So this is basically going to be like my kind of like halfway. So going through this game is going to be like my halfway point of going through like the entire Yakuza series. But playing with the kids, catching fish for dinner, life of peace and content. But just that picture just looks like it is definitely not the Kiryu from the more modern games. If only I could go back in time, even just for a while. Huh. And here I am now, sounding like an old man. My age catching up to me. Alright. Grab that. Grab this item. Alright. So next I guess we can grab this 2 reminiscent scenes and then come back down to the batting cages. It looks like I can get 6 total reminiscent scenes going that direction. Might as well pick up some items too. Sparkling original. Alright, so I think that is a weapon for the host class. It's nice to see that we're actually getting some possibly higher level fights here. Because before with Ichiban, it was just a lot of like low-level enemies. Then again, I was doing a lot of the side stories and all the side quests and everything, so kind of to be expected to be a little bit over-leveled. Sunlight Castle. I believe this is a retirement home. Castles, huh? I've seen a castle split into two vertically, but who the hell would believe me if I told them that? But it really did happen. I swear it did. On top of that, another castle popped out of the crack from the first one. Maybe I should visit that castle sometime. Just to prove I didn't dream up the whole thing. Alright. Next, across the street and then back over here. But I do also want to grab these two, and I'd rather not have to like make like a full like circle back around. So if I grab this one here, come down here, grab this one, and then make my way kind of up, back, around, and just kind of following the road, and kind of just go through that way. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Can't put my finger on what it is exactly, but this building doesn't seem very Japanese to me. Looks more like something I'd see overseas instead. Yumi would probably like this sort of thing, though. One time she said that the best place to hold a wedding ceremony would be in Hawaii. If only I could have made that happen for her. Hanawa must have pulled some strings and sent me on this mission to Hawaii out of concern. But I should be grateful. Thanks to him, I finally got some closure I needed. By bringing her ring with me, I felt like I was taking her to the place she'd always dreamed of her. She'd always dreamed of myself. Okay, so I felt like I was taking her to the place she'd always dreamed of myself. I guess that's supposed to be how it is. I wonder if she'd be shocked by how foolish I've been. Or maybe she'd be pleased. At least, I would hope so. Alright. Back around here and down. Alright, and we're back to red enemies, so I can start doing some fights here.
始めよう。調子がいいぞ、私。
Of just the last minute Kiryu coming in.
かますぜ。力の差を見せて。相手してやる。調子出てきた。あっちこっち。容赦しないぞ。
Did I like ambush him or something? It's like I got basically 2 full turns before they even got the chance to move. Alright, so I'm getting about $187 per fight now, so yeah, it's definitely better. Movement range expanded, that's good. And movement range expanded again. Alright. Oh, I didn't go down far enough. Keep going. Oh, look, a taxi. I gotta resist. But the urge to check the car's interior for cleanliness and its exterior for damage is so strong. I guess work habits are hard to break, even though it's been ages since I last drove a taxi myself. I lived in Fukuoka for some time under an alias, working as a taxi driver. I'd rather not think back to those bleak, dreary days. I don't regret any of my past decisions, though. But what I'll always remember is the warmth of the people at Nagasu Taxi showed me. They've saved me more times than I can count. That reminds me, the food stall's chief, Nakajima, took me to had really good food. If you're planning a cross-country trip, don't skip Nagasugai. It's a great town, but still no match for Kamurocho. Alright. Nice, 468. It's pretty good damage. Alright, let's go ahead and get a pigeon storm going here. And the car got him. Alright. I was $312. That's actually better. Let's grab this one. Should check out that convenience store. Papo and M Store are the go-to convenience stores. At least to me, they are. They've got bento, oden, Chinese buns, even their own specialties you can't get anywhere else. Hard to say which one I like more. Some customers go all up in arms for their favorite convenience stores, though. Guess I'm more of a moderate. I like the bento at Popo, but nothing beats the hot food they've got at the M Store. Come to think of it, I haven't passed by one here in a while. Maybe I should try something from both stores as a little comparison test for old time's sake. No matter how old you get, shopping and eating delicious food will always be good fun. So, actually, my favorite heat action from Kiwami and Kiwami 2 actually came from the convenience store. It's basically where you use the heat action and you throw the guy head first into a microwave, and his head breaks through the microwave's glass, and he's like he goes Tonomu and to the clerk there, and the guy like turns on the microwave and microwaves the guy's head that's in there. I'm like, yeah, that's a little bit rough, but it's just one of the funny things that I really remember from those games. Just that specific heat action. that, I guess we can just continue running down, and then we're gonna run up. Back that way. Alright. Oh. Yeah, that's a
ソンヒは休みの日には
another king cell.
何をやっているんだ？
気になるか？まあ休みなどあってないよね。
So yeah, the place that we're going is supposed to be down here. So I don't think I'd be ready to fight those guys.
最近は時間が合えば格闘技の観戦をしていたりする。体の動かし方など参考になることも多いんだ。
ちゃんと仕事につなげてるとは立派なもんだな。
ただの道楽さ。プロレスなどで技がバシッと決まった時は実に気持ちがいい。あれはなかなか癖になるな。
プロレスか。そういえば俺も昔は子供を喜ばせようとしてドラゴンマスクと名乗ってプロレスをしたことがあったな。懐かしいぜ。
それはそれは。え？なんだドラゴンマスクって。
よし。
Alright, another double bingo.
絆が深まったぜ。
Not quite up to 20, but we're getting there. A golf course. They're kind of like batting cages. Both great places to relieve stress. I think I went to one in Sotenbori before, right? With Kaoru. Somehow she managed to damage the golf club so badly it bent. An employee even yelled at us for it. Back then I thought she was someone who was perfect in every way, which is actually pretty clumsy.
懐かしいな。
Even though we went our separate ways, I will still cherish the time we spent together.
ゴルフの打ちっぱなしがある。行ってみてもいいかもな。
Alright, oh.
てめえ喧嘩させろや。何？痛くないようにしてあげますよ。
私の番。
そのように刻まれたいです。
Oh, come on. Alright, Poison will definitely get that guy. Yep. Yeah, too bad I can't really see what's going on with the camera work there, but... Alright, so after I grab this one... Yeah, we're gonna run up this to the right here.
学校を見ると学生時代を思い出すな。
難波は得意な教科とかあったのか？
得意かは分かりませんが、理科とか好きでしたね。液体窒素実験とか面白かったっす。バナナを凍らせたりとかして。
ああ、バナナで釘を打つんだろ？実際に打てるもんなのか？
俺がやった時は釘に打ちつけたらバナナの方が砕け散りましたね。そのバナナがすぐ溶けるんで体中バナナの香りで過ごしました。
そりゃまた楽しい学園生活だな。いい感じだ。
There we go.
よくわ
Another
かっ
bingo.
てきた。
So I guess I kind of like the way that they're doing this, where it looks like Kiryu's going to be kind of focusing on the old cast, because Kiryu didn't really make like a huge impact on the previous game. He was there and he did have like story significance, but when it actually came down to him as like a leading force in the game as a character, he was kind of a little bit absent. And so I kind of like how they're doing this, where we're going back, and a lot of the characters that we knew as Ichiban, Kiryu is actually getting a chance to kind of mingle and talk with them. So I think that's actually kind of an interesting way of doing it. And then Ichiban gets like a lot of the new characters, although he's still hanging around with Adachi, so it's not incredibly new, but at least he's getting more of like the newer characters, especially the ones in Hawaii. All right.
そういえばソンヒはどんな音楽をよく聞くんだ？
固定したジャンルではなくいろいろ聞くぞ。昔の曲もな。カムロ純恋歌とかは最近のお気に入りの曲だ。
カムロ純恋歌は俺も好きだぜ。今度デュエットするか。
桐生さんとデュエットか。それもいいね。ではボイストレーニングに通うので少し待ってもらえるだろうか。
え？いや、歌手デビューしろと言ってるわけじゃねえんだが、ソンヒは完璧主義なんだな。
まあ、そういうことにしておこ
う。よし。絆が深まった。
Nice triple bingo. Yeah, it's like 5 levels right there. Alright, and once we get her bad habit, we should be good. Huh? Didn't think there'd be a cafe here. I'd like to order a shortcake to go with some strong black coffee. That'd make for a perfect pair. The sweetness of the cake balances out the bitterness of the coffee. 2 complementary flavor profiles. But if we're talking about the best combination ever, I'd say it'd have to be Date-san and helicopters. Every time I got involved in a crazy incident, Date-san almost always shows up to bail me out in a helicopter. Maybe that's why whenever I see Date in a helicopter, I double down and stand my ground. Or maybe I've just been conditioned to think that way. Alright. So, I can't do anything else more in here right now. Alright, and next up is here, and then we can run up there. Mom, can I please go play soccer? You broke your promise with me the other day. Please, I promise I'll do better. I'll be better this time. Huh. Heartwarming sight, that is. I wonder if Haruto will grow up like that. Haruto. Haruto Sawamura. Haruka and Yuta's child. Something like a grandson to me. Huh. Guess that makes me a grandpa. Never thought I'd be able to see the faces of my grandchildren before I die. If only Lady Luck was on my side. Huh. Now I'm starting to feel sorry for myself. I'd do anything to see how Haruto's future unfolds. We humans are so greedy. Alright, well. A couple items in there. So, hit the batting cages, come back around, and we can start going this way, because I think I've got everything that's up here that I could get without having to fight purple crowns. So, I guess I can do here, come down here, grab that one. Guess I have to go up. This kind of outlier right here. I guess we come up here, grab this one, come back around, flip to the arcade, come back up here, grab all of these around there. And I guess that could work. Because Nanba, Sonhi, Nanba. So, looks like 3 Nanba conversations left and 1 Sonhi.
やるか。
頑張りますか。
私の番。
ほらどうし調子出てきたぞ。相手にならねえ
Now that I'm actually looking at it, even though they're only one level off, Kiryu has far more health than both the other characters. The batting cages, huh? No better feeling than hitting a home run. I used to play ball at the Sandlot back in Onomichi. I even put together a whole team of folks from the bar. Hitting a homer in a big open field was even more exhilarating than in the batting
え。思い
cages.
出せ。
It'd be nice to go and it'd be nice if I got to play baseball with everyone again. Alright. The ocean. Sometimes, just sometimes, the ocean reminds me of Saejima. Wonder why? Maybe because he's a man as big as the ocean and his heart is just as fast. Or maybe it's because he's washed up on the beach in front of my house. I never met anyone like him before. Guys like him usually end up dead. Well, he's ridiculously tough, physically and mentally. But he never flaunts his strength. In fact, he's the quietest, most considerate person I've ever met. He really is one hell of a man.
思い出せ。
Whenever I think of him, I start thinking I still got a long ways to go. There we go, body's up level 4. Alright, and with that, I guess we're gonna head down, cross the bridge, and then start making our way down south. There's two of these like right back to back, and we can grab this one. Continue making our way down, and then cross the final bridge before we actually get to the weapon store there.
どこにでも行けそうだ。
楽には終わらせ
かかってきやがる。
私の番。
相手してやる。
Let's triple it.
加減はなしだ。
容赦しないぞ。
There we go. Oh, that's slower than I thought. I thought it was much, much faster. So that's probably just because they kept doing it super close. Alright, well we got a red crown over here. I can deal with the red crown. Actually hold up. First, go ahead. Get her up just a little bit.
悪くない。いけるじゃねえか。悪くない。
There we go. Alright. Should be good.
おいてめえ邪魔すんじゃねえよ
後悔するなよ。
やるか。
さっさと来い。
Oh, wow, there is a lot of guys here.
脇が甘いな。そら、くれてやる。
調子出てきた。叩き潰す。茶番はおしまいだ。
Alright, well, you grabbed the wrong guy.
容赦しないぞ
Alright, well, let's go with a Pigeon Storm. Get all these guys.
ごちそうだ残さず食らえ気分が悪い
Gas Grenade, Gatling Bowgun, Queen's Claw. Let's do the Sadistic Heal, I guess.
止める図が高いよ
Should finish off the guy on the left. There we go.
手加減はなしだ
These two guys left.
やる
And she already needs to heal because they are just wailing on her quite a bit. 200 HP should be fine.
治療する
Alright, this is gonna eat up into a lot of his MP, but
調子出てきたぜ
give him a nice stomp. There we go. That guy's done. And of course he's no longer poisoned. We need a little bit of HP here.
そらよ
参ったぜき
体が重い
Yeah, he is just specifically going after someone here.
容赦しないぞ
ダメかもしれんやる
らしくもね体が重いサバはしまいだ
本気出せよ
Stop moving. There we go.
かますぜ
There we go. Got the poison off. So for some reason he got another turn. He basically just died of the poison. A million yen. Alright, that's like 10,000 bucks. This here's a high school. The building's pretty nice. Speaking of high school, I wasn't the greatest student, to say the least. I'd cut class and hang out with Nishiki instead. It's pretty embarrassing thinking back on it. I was a stereotypical delinquent. Maybe if I had taken my education more seriously, my life would have turned out different. No, I doubt it. I always wanted to be like Pops, like Kazuma-san. That'll never change. In the end, despite all the detours I ended up taking, this is the path I was meant to walk.
エモいぜ
This is my life. Alright. should be able to just, yeah, come down this way. I don't remember there being a high school here. At least from, Like a Dragon.
桐生さんって教師とかも結構似合いそうですよね。
そうか。
ええ。教え子のヤンキーがチンピラにさらわれるんですけど、そいつが囚われてる倉庫に乗り込んで暴れる桐生先生。はあ、目に浮かびますね。
お前の教師イメージは何十年も前で止まってそうだな。いい感じだ。よく分かってきた。
Alright, double bingo there. So, how much do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, so that's all. That's everyone. Lots of cars here in Eugene Show. Guess that makes sense considering there's a highway nearby. Can't say that I have the greatest memories of a highway though. When I was trying to rescue Haruka, I was ambushed by the Snake Flower Triad, which led to a car chase. Once I was even attacked by the Jingwon Mafia and had to fight them off on a cargo bed.
こんなことあったな。
Yeah, I've had nothing but dangerous experiences on the highway. Alright. So level up for Soul. Alright, so Brawler Guard. Having awakened Soul to level 4, Kiryu's Perfect Guard has been enhanced in Brawler style. Successfully performing a Perfect Guard against an enemy's melee attack will trigger a counter. However, against attacks which hit multiple times, you must perform the Perfect Guard on the final hit. Timing is crucial. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so I'm guessing that this is actually going to be the last one, not the next one I'm going to take, because I'm going to go down and around. Come down here, get up here, grab these two, and then finally come back up here. And that should be everything that I need to do before I level up some more. Actually, do I need to go? Yeah, I need to go to the right. I have to fight these guys.
やるか。
手加減はなしだ。
Alright, double knockout. And Kiryu gets the final hit on that guy too. Alright. Probably should stop for some food. Because, guys are looking a little rough here. Let's see here. I've got 2 restaurants over there. I guess I can grab these 2, or these 3, and then head back up and grab the restaurant. Hustle Boutique. Looks like some kind of secondhand clothing shop. They've got some pretty fashionable clothes in stock too. Reminds me of when I picked out Mitsuo's clothes in the past. That just looks like a shrunken man. Thinking back on it now, he looked real sharp. Guess I do have some good sense of fashion after all.
こんなことあったな。
Huh. Such a thing as reincarnation. Maybe I'll work as a fashion industry in my next life. Alright, let's tech up. Oh, a clothing store. Yeah, we noticed that the last one. Ever since I joined the faction, I had adhered to their dress code every single day. Haven't really thought about choosing my own clothes. But the usual outfit I used to wear, the gray suit and red shirt with a pops collar. Guess you'd say that's more my style.
懐かしいな。
Now I'm starting to realize I can't wear whatever I want anymore. Alright. So that's done. Come down here. liquid nitrogen spray.
うまいもんでも食いてえな。
Gonna stop by. I think this is probably gonna be a bar. This district's one of Ichijo's many symbols, a hub of different bars and pubs. That reminds me, I used to hit up one of the bars in Onomichi pretty often. Everyone there was a regular, so it was hard getting to know them. So, wait. Everyone there was a regular, so it was hard getting to know them. Turns out they were all good people, though. So if they're regulars, like, that means that they're there all the time, so why would it be hard to get to know them? I guess if they have, like, a small clique that they don't really like outsiders, I guess that could be one reason, but it just kind of feels a little bit odd to say, yeah, they're regulars at this bar, but, yeah, it was hard to get to know them.
エモいぜ。
We'd raise a glass and chat over good drinks together. I'll always be thankful to that bar for providing me with a comfortable space. More tech.
二度と笑えなくする。
やる
出番が来たな。
Oh, I can bitch and storm this guy.
ごちそうだ。
調子出てきたぞ。相手にならねえな。
Yeah. Alright. Order the whole menu.
いただきます。
いただきます。
Gotta say, I definitely love Japanese curry.
ごちそうさま。
Koko Ichiban was one of my favorite quote-unquote restaurants, I guess, because it's not like a fast food restaurant, but it was like a sit-down restaurant, and I would love going there just because curry was always good. Although it was super salty, and the only reason why I know that is because for like a week, I would go there and just like eat dinner, like every single day. And because of the medication that I take, I can kind of start like swelling up on my feet if I eat too much salt, and my shoes were getting super tight. Let's just put it that way.
どうした？
And we'll take whip. Yeah. Gas grenade. Yeah, him being stunned isn't going to be very helpful. No longer drunk. Alright, that's rather helpful. Because Kiryu is been taking a beating here. Well, I want to heal a decent amount of HP, but I don't want to use an item that I only have one of. Want to drop? All right. Still stunned, great. Yeah. Well, it's time to use something that heals everyone. Oh, I don't have anything that heals everyone really left. Alright. Unless I want to use like my 800 HP heal, which is... I mean, I can always make more, I guess. That kind of sucks though. Alright, finally. Alright, can I force you forward just a little bit? Like, don't move back into me, like, move forward. You need to move forward. Move towards your buddy here. Not this way. Come on, man. Stop. Stop. Guess not. Alright. Well. Dude, that just like eats up all of my health. Alright, I need to focus on just one guy and take him down. This guy seems like he doesn't have as much defense. So we're gonna try dealing with this guy first. There we go. Alright, so now I've only got one guy to deal with. Alright. Power Summer only heals himself, so we're gonna go with another stash bottle. This one. Can you like just there? Hopefully that'll get both of them. There we go. Back up.
問題手加減はなしだ。
かますぜ。
Alright, finally. Was a bit of a pain, but got through it.
まあこんなもん
絶好調。
だ。悪くない気分だぜ。
Alright,
まだ
level up
強く
and
な
rank
れ
up.
るとはな。
Essence of
大
Remembrance.
人の渋みが出てきたぜ。人生これ成長ってな。
And Essence of Pyro
まだ
Prism.
まだ強くなれそうだ。素直に喜んでおくか。
Essence of Bonebreaker. Alright, so let's see here. Jobs. So Essence of the Dragon God is at level 30. That'll be an additional essence, and then after that, it's all just stat buffs, so I can start looking at it, possibly doing some other classes. So for Kiryu, I guess we can do like a breaker. That's more of like a Gordo Majima style of fighting style, but either that or Samurai. I think Samurai would also be good for. Actually, I think a lot of these are actually pretty good for him. Like the Action Sword Samurai. Possibly the linebacker if I want to give him some like additional defense, like physical defense. But I think I'll start with the Action Star because I've already got that quite a ways in. It's at level 16 at least. So yeah, we'll probably do that next. And then for him, we'll definitely go with the Host because the Host is another thing that focuses on magic damage. Let's see here what else focuses on. The Chef also focuses on getting him more magic damage. Rick is a lot more agility based, so for someone so her base is attack and agility. Idol is more magic based. Queen of the Night is heavy on attack. Kunoichi is heavy on agility. Housekeeper looks like it's more magic and magical defense. Geodancer is definitely magic. And then Tennis Ace would actually probably be the next closest one. It focuses far less on magic, but more on defense and MP than the Assassin does. So I guess the Tennis Ace will probably be the next one for her. Alright, looks good.
Yes.
Let's go for this Remembrance real quick. I won't lie, this river is filthy. Like the river in Sotenbori. Maybe things have changed by now, but it was also pretty dirty back then. Sotenbori, the entertainment district, the entertainment capital of West Kamurocho's biggest rival. The ritzy ambience is really similar to Kamurocho, but it still has its own allure. It also happened to be a battleground between Jingwon Mafia and the Omi Alliance. There, I met Ryuju Goda and Kaoru for the first time. I guess you can say it was a pretty special place to me. Plus, the food's great. Nothing beats authentic Osaka-style takoyaki.
そういえば
It's a great city, yeah, but it won't ever top Kamurocho. Alright. So with that, looks like we're pretty much good to kind of continue on, and it doesn't look like we have too much left. So we should be able to kind of finish up the Bond bingo here for both those characters, Sonhee and Danba. And then we probably can move on to the next story mission, which will be going to the Cabaret Club. Alright, but that'll do it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you so choose. And if you'd like to, you can catch me on my stream I typically stream any days that I don't really work my normal job, and I work and during the weekdays I stream from 7 to 10 p.m. Next stream should be Monday nights at from 7 to 10. Please feel free to stop by, check out the stream. I'll be playing Wasteland 3, and look forward to seeing everyone there. You can check it out on Twitch, Kick, and Rumble. I stream on those three during the week, and then on the weekends I do stream on Saturday from 2 to 6 p.m. here on YouTube, as well as on Kick and Twitch as well. So feel free to stop by and join me if you'd like to. We can have a chat, and you can let me know what you think about the games or any of the card stuff, because I'm more than happy to talk about the shorts where I do like the card openings, things like that. Drop in and tell me what you pulled, if you had any good pulls from whatever packs you opened. But thank you very much, and have a good night.